Hey guys, Tyre here, bringing you a 2v2 today. We are on Alliance of Defiance. Playing for today, supporting in the north we have 6MB. Playing as Soviets, and his loader is Soviet Shock Army. Counterattack. And Shock Motor Heavy. 3 commanders with shock troops there. Teaming up with him is Noisekick, playing as US forces, straight away locking into Urban Assault. Face off against him we have Panzerjager-Abteilung. Playing as OKW, and his loadout is Special Operations, Grand Offensive, and Breakthrough. And finally we have Pray for Jesus, playing as Ostheer, who has German mechanized, elite troops, and Jaeger armor. In terms of rankings, Allies random team 6MB ranked 25 or thereabouts, just random Soviets. Noisekick around rank 45 US forces, and a range team around rank 130 on the other side. So some heated fighting here for this building. Looks like the Axis is going to take control of that. We've got a early maximum start here from 6MB, which does get you off to a pretty slow start, but Axis are kind of double teaming on the right in the moment, which has allowed US forces player to cap up left hand side uncontested. So 6MB will be expected to lose this one. Now Abteilung kind of pushing into the middle to take control over there. We've got a couple squads potentially coming in from the side. Here we go, Rifleman coming around the corner. Cool, going to take a lot of damage here. It's backed up by the Stern Pios. We're now getting aggressive, pushing around the corner. Fusiliers coming in here. Oh boy, and that could be a dead Stern Pio. Took a lot of damage jumping into the building. Oh, and it does end up going down. A little bit careless there. Refugees is holding strong. And some tough battling here for the center. Really need to see these Maxims getting a little bit more involved though. Flamer forcing some squads out here. Won't be able to stay in the building for too long, quite low in health, but did allow the Maxim to start firing first. Oh, I probably wouldn't have retreated there. Better to stay hidden behind the building just in case the opponent tried to do exactly this. Jump into the building, threat to flank. Could have stayed in there. Force them out with the Flamer squad. So we had an incendiary grenade going down. There's the rifle grenade launcher. Empire's closing in here. Oh, re-echelon late to retreat themselves. A little bit later on the chase down though, they do make it out. Sandbags here working well for the Grenadiers, but I think they might as well just pull back. And just take that damage for no reason. We did have a Ostheer mortar deployed, but didn't land any shots on the machine gun earlier. Oh, oh, trying to come around on the flank with the combat engineers. Hits the S-mines and loses the squad. Bad news there for 6MB. Oh, mortar just ruining that Maxim almost immediately. Was that one hit? Might have been softened up by a little bit of rifle fire, I'm not sure. Rifle grenade in, trying to stop the recrew. Rifle grenade doesn't really connect with too many of the models. A little bit late starting the retreat, but it's got to make it home. Close call though. Turning over Maxim at that stage would be a disaster. Narrowly avoided. The OKW truck down here waiting to deploy. Needs a little bit more manpower. Rifleman overwhelmed in the middle. Kubel healing out to the flank to deal with the lieutenant. Some pretty good damage to it as well, forcing it away.
A capture point is under attack.
This mortar's in a nice position here. Landing on the rifle. But the squad just running straight on past the Grenadiers. And that was an early retreat. Might have been able to stay in there thanks to these Panzer Grenadiers arriving. Incendiary device deployed there, forcing off the machine gun. Almost loses the Grenadier. It's a bit slow to get out of the building. And on the other side, the lieutenant just getting completely overwhelmed. Heavily outnumbered. Forced away. Noisekick floating a little bit here.
Enemy forces are securing our territory.
Okay, going for the Stuart now.
Be advised, ability ready for deployment.
To be expected. Maxim doing some pretty good work while the machine gun's not on the battlefield. Playing that takes cover. Conscripts kind of come out of cover, closing the distance even. Eagerness trying to sneak their way around the corner, but they're down in one model. It's enough to get a bundle grenade off though. In come the shock troops. Can they get the wipe? Doesn't look like it. Close call though. Oh boy, Kugel forgotten about out here. Could take the AAT grenades. Yep. And down it goes. A little bit careless, losing that. No, they'll make it home. Looks like some more east mines went off, maybe, on the shock troops. Yeah, looks like it. Gift that keeps on giving, those east mines. They've done really good work there for Pray for Jesus. Shutting down a couple of flank attempts there by 6 MB. Here comes the Stuart. It hits a mine immediately though. We have a looks out, but probably have a lot of trouble dealing with the Stuart, even at that amount of health. This doesn't quite have the penetration for it. Okay, Flamer gonna sneak its way around behind the MG42 that's set up in a very peculiar position in that corner. Looks opening up on the rifleman. Shoot out back for repairs.
The bunker is now a field hospital.
Oh, machine gun a little bit late though. Oh boy, setting up. He's probably gonna lose it here now. No, maybe not. That's cool. He's a little bit late starting that flame burst. And it looks switching sides. And he's gone for a Raketten, which indicates he's probably not going to go for the Puma on top of looks. Otherwise, you know, he wouldn't really have the manpower for that. So it does mean he's going to have to play a little bit more carefully with the looks. He'll get shut down by the Allied light vehicles. I assume that 6MB is going to get a light vehicle. Hasn't put down its tech yet now, a little bit late. He's planning to be on that fast T70 timing. And here comes the Stuart, came all the way across. Not on prioritised vehicles here though. And doesn't end up shooting anything. There we go. Good hit. Bigren's retreating. So clumped up on the cover there that Stuart did so much damage to him. Is that kitten okay? Nearby. Not quite in range though. Here comes a big push from Rifleman, and we've got double machine guns now from Noisekick as well. Ooh. Grenadiers nearly go down. Maybe the Lieutenant could focus fire them. No, he's just retreating away. Here comes one of the 50s straight down the middle. Just losing to retreat now. Just coming across, doing a lot of damage to that blob. Stuart having trouble getting into a position to counter it. Worried about the snare. The kitten coming across now, looking for the Stuart. Big push into the city area by 6MB. Industrial area maybe. Let's get the flank on the machine gun there though. And looks like they're getting connected with the Stuart, forced it away. Looks switching sides. Quite passive though from Noisekick. Quite often he's got a lot of units just standing around, not up to much. Looks coming across. Shock troops quick on the retreat there. And now 6MB starts to put down the tech, but that's a very late tech. Means he's definitely missed the T70 timing. Which is, I think, overall a bit of a shame. T70 is such a strong unit. Especially in this scenario where you're not up against a Puma as well. Just so effective. Because, you know, at the moment, Pray for Jesus doesn't even need to get an anti-tank gun. He's been able to invest so much into anti-infantry units. Which is to his benefit in these engagements. MG squad forcing a retreat there. What's that mortar doing? 11 kills, nearly at 2. Okay, pretty good. Pretty good stuff. Back the other way, we've got tier 3 going down for Pray for Jesus. Oh, Stuart coming in. Got an AT gun back here, but he's going to have to rely on his AT. Oh, attack ground shots rather, and it comes good on one of them. Stuart pulling back. But that could have been a dead looks time if he got close enough for an AT grenade there. It kind of looked like he did as well. He was just a little bit too slow. Attacked on it. Oh boy. Oh! Slow motion kill there. Infantry support gun landing. Getting the kill. Support gun from Abteilung though does mean for both of the early tech structures will delay his tanks by a decent amount. Oh, that went down fast. True support gun shell there landing, and a bit of follow up from the rifles. Doing the job. I'm trying to hold back all these units, but the squad sneaking through the building gets past, and rifle grenade in, machine gun forced off. 6MB starting to struggle now. They're losing 2 squads. Luckily though, the Axis really have almost never contested this area of the map, so Allies feel very secure so far. And a second infantry support gun coming in for Abteilung. Notice that, you know, he is up against Noisekick, who will have access to the Calliope because he's seen their rifle grenade launcher. But still investing into the double infantry support guns. Ooh. Oh boy, a little bit deep with that rifle squad. Looks like it's going to go down. Another careless loss there by Noisekick. Keeping that deep. Just way too risky. Stuart on the back foot now. Noisekick without enough anti-tank at the moment. Not much of an answer to the Panzer IV from the Allies. No. Ooh, infantry support guns need to take down the Maxim there. But no AT gun for either of the players. This Panzer IV can go on a complete rampage right now. Looks like that's what he's going to do. After the machine gun in the building first. Could, you know, like try ram the side, especially here. You can see these panels of the building looking quite healthy. Might have been able to destroy the building, flatten the machine gun inside it. No getting out of the building. Okay, very, very late. And gets out the front door as well. Luckily the shell shot blinding Panzer IV. But very careless from Noisekick. Very, very late. Could have lost the machine gun there. Probably should have if Pray for Jesus played it correctly. Okay, we've got a Commander Section Jaeger Armour and a recon plane coming in for Pray for Jesus. Panzer IV heading over to deal with the T-34. Misses his first shot though. And the T-34 pins even. There goes the machine gun. Got a pack coming in for Pray for Jesus. Had a side tick from Noisekick. He's got out the captain and now going for an M1. Oh boy! Oh, the looks finds the ambulance thanks to the recon plane and takes it down. Noisekick once again getting punished for not sufficient anti-tank. And I do question his side tick here a little bit. He did rebuild one of his rifleman squads. Which if you're going for the side tick, I feel like maybe not entirely necessary. And I do think he probably could have just gone for a Sherman first. He was right there for the resources. Machine was just fine against the Panzer IV. Not gonna, you know, maybe not going to kill it, but don't have to worry too much about that. Just have to defend. Worry about killing it later on. Looks still spitting out the damage. 24 kills, nearly at 3 now. And what's that grenade tick as well? There we go, Vet 3 on the looks. Camouflage rocket in there for the T-34. Okay, now he's going for a Sherman. This is just a very confusing build order to me from Noisekick. Or maybe I was going to go straight for a Jackson or something, but no, he ends up going for the Sherman anyway. So the whole diversion into the captain just didn't really make much sense to me, honestly. Going for the Sherman first would have been a much better option. Troops getting chased away by the Panzer IV. It's got both upgrades now, the machine gun and the spotting scopes. And now he's probably going to try and save for their elephant. And the Axis in the driver's seat at the moment. Finally got an AT gun now from 6MB, but his army size is just a little bit smaller at the moment. You can see he's down at 48 to most other players in the mid-60s. He's been bleeding. We can maybe take a look at the KD here for him. 38 to 106. Oh boy, that is a painful one. Not good at all. Oh, some east mines going off. Not sure exactly where. Looks like Zis missed the first shot there. The double infantry support guns are doing really good work against 6MB's team weapons. He does have AT grenades. Oh wow, he hasn't even gone for the 7-man upgrade. So they had available for quite some time. And the Fusiliers. T-34, not quite a machine gun range now it is. Trying to hold them back. Machine gun setting up. Suppression on one of them. Shock troops coming in and support now as well. T-34 playing very, very passively though. Pulling it all the way back. So it's getting forced away by the infantry support guns. T-34 not in position here to counter. Pulled it too far back. We're back in now. The pack is there. Pushed up. Now, 34 on the low after that. Oh, AT gun. Stuart combo. Maybe going to take down the Panzer 4. Oh boy. Stuart getting some really good pins in here. Just needs one more pinning shot to finish the job, but he misses the final two. Doesn't end up getting the kill. Very close call. Bit clumsy from Pray for Jesus. He drove forwards back into that, which was a horrible idea. Oh boy, machine gun forgotten about from Pray for Jesus while that was going on at the other side of the map. Nearly went down on the Maxim. Close call. Yeah, what I was going to say is I thought maybe Noisekick, after going for the AT gun, was going to go straight for the Jackson. Just double up on the anti-tank. And then try to go for the Calliope after that. Because he probably still will need to go for the Jackson next, which means the Calliope's going to come in super late. Which means this Axis 10 weapon play is going to be uncounted for quite some time. And they are pretty well defended around this area thanks to that forward battle group. For forward reinforcement and healing. We need some artillery to start knocking that down. Back the other way, 6MB trying to save for the 152, but just draining on the manpower. Nowhere near in that department. Hopefully he gets this 7-man conscript upgrade, you know, it'll save a bit of manpower on the reinforcement. And the shock troops getting ripped up. Trying to drop a IL-2 bombing run in there. Oh boy, very late dodge. No dodge, in fact, at all. And both of the infantry support guns go down. Massive mistake from Abteilung there. Okay, well now the press for rocket artillery, not quite as important. After taking down those two infantry support guns, which were causing the Allies so many headaches trying to cap in the middle. There you go. Very carelessly in your unit style like that. Almost also looks to it as well. Okay, T-34 pulling back. Ooh. Machine gun getting out of there. Sherman coming in now. He's gone for double AT guns, by the way. So maybe we're not going to see Jackson. He's going to go into the Calliope next. He's gone for the Dozer Blade upgrade now on the Sherman. Does make it a little bit slower, but also beefier, more health, more armor. Okay, well, hoorahing forwards for one AT grenade. Oh, here comes the second one though. T-34 with the damaged engine itself though, unable to chase down. Artillery coming in for Pray for Jesus. I thought we'd go for the Elephant. Decent damage, not too many kills though. Oh boy, double AT guns. Where are these running to? Right in front of the double Panzer Grenadiers. They're in some big trouble. Sherman coming across, but the Raketen connects. And luckily the machine guns now uncounted by the infantry support guns. Doing a really good job. And another precision bombing strike coming in, not dodged, knocks out the anti-tank gun. The AT gun's not quite in range of the looks there. Oh, the machine gun forced away. It's gone for a forward retreat point, same position as last time. A flare going up there from the Fusiliers. Before coming back in, oh, is this? Chose to barrage at that exact moment though. Stuart looking to come in from the side. Oh, if he just came in from the side, one shot, I'm pretty sure that would finish the job. These two tunnel visioned on the Calliope, targeting the freshly rebuilt Double infantry support guns getting the decro on one, getting the decro on both of them. Calliope doing some great work there. Ooh! Almost takes down the P4. In comes the Sherman going after the Raketten. Might get decrewed here. Taking a lot of damage. That's out. Werfer. Got onto the machine gun back there. Minor damage again though. Ooh! AT gun connecting on the Brummbär. Fusiliers almost dead, but we've got a King Tiger coming out for Abteilung. Upgrading with the Panzer Commander. See what he can get done with it. Remember, one of the AT guns did get decrewed for Noisekick, so anti-tank for the Allies a little bit lacking at the moment. Germany in some trouble, could go down. No. King Tiger switches targets, trying to get rid of the AT gun, which opened up with the AP ammo. Trying to force it away. Well, here comes the Brummbär, but the AT gun gets decrewed. AT gun also getting decrewed over here. And destroyed by the King Tiger now. It's just coming in for a snare, almost losing their life for the trouble. Oh, did lose their life. The King Tiger finishing the job on the retreat. Once again, 6MB just with these very aggressive plays, but very manpower inefficient. Coming in. He's dodged by the Grenadiers. Might skate along if he's lucky into the Pyos on repair. Nope. If we're coming back the other way, we've got a recon plane up. He knows exactly where to target. No dodge at all from 6MB. Almost loses Vet 3 Maxim. Not sure what he was really doing there. That he couldn't tell that that was what's going to get barraged. He's controlling any units at the time, okay. King Tiger forcing back the T-34, support of the pack. King Tiger coming into the middle on half health though, a little bit risky. Here we go, 152 finally coming in from 6MB. Didn't reinforce anything while he's trying to accumulate the manpower for that. That's 100 or so manpower. But it's going to be here. Back the other way, pray for Jesus. Going for the Brummbär, going for the Werfer. A very long way away from the Elephant now. Especially if they keep losing control of their fuel point. So this ISU-152 could do a lot of damage in the meantime. We'll have to wait and see if that is the case. Another flare up on the axis. Oh! Yeah, he took down the P-Grens. 152 coming down the middle. There's one thing that the Allies don't really have at the moment is anything providing them with extended sight. No Soviet mortar with flares, Pathfinders, anything like that. So they are lacking a little bit in the sight department compared to the Axis. There we go, AT gun getting decrewed. KT coming forwards with the support of the pack, putting pressure on the 152, which is spinning around. And he's dropping the Panzer Commander artillery on that. T-gun having trouble, yeah, just couldn't get out of there in time. Model's mucking around, packing up, resetting up. Make it home. Oh, is this about to take a big bundle grenade? Brummbär pushing in, looking for the decrew. 152 coming across through the trees. 152, what's he doing? Switching rounds. Pack, oh, is this rather getting decrewed? He's finally just about switch rounds. Could he get the kill on the Panzer IV here? Yep, there it is. 152 doing so much damage per hit. Managing to finish the job on the Panzer IV there, which is okay. Got some revenge. Calliope trying to go for a close range barrage, but the Fusiliers charge right through the area. Don't take too much damage. The Sherman on AP ammo at the moment. Not doing much against the infantry. But a bit of a shame to lose the Vet 3s this. Back the other way, Pray for Jesus kind of needed the pocket to be freed up so he could call him the elephant. It's not quite as big of a loss for him. Oh, and the double infantry support gun's gone for some long range barrages on the M1. Let's get the D crew coming in. Not too impressive. 8 kills on that. We've done about 4 or 5 barrages by now, so not an incredible kill count. And this is the problem, driving forward without anything providing sight with the 152 takes a whole bunch of damage immediately. Has to pull back. That's why, you know, going for the T-70 also a good idea if you can keep it alive. There's the recon mode on it. Really help your 152 play later in the match. The Allies are struggling a little bit at the moment. Maybe this will help turn things around. A Jackson coming in for Noisekick. Stuart's still alive, by the way. Ready, just, you know, try to keep things in line on the flank. The fuel cache down for Pray for Jesus, by the way, which is what's assisting the Axis with their fuel. Calliope, oh boy, this could be a good one. Quite a lot of scatter. Pack took a lot of damage. Only one model down though. Took down a couple of Grenadiers. Oh, finished the squad. And the Calliope off to a much better start than the Werfer. 16 kills, been on the battlefield for a shorter time.
Tank destroyer is ready for action.
Oh! Big damage. Tiger taking a beating from the 152, pulling back now. 52 pushing in. Another good hit. Oh, Stuart in some trouble. No. Oh, maybe. No, Raketin not quite in range anymore. 152 getting some shots in. Oh, and down goes the Looks finally. Goes down to the M1. Werfer onto the M1 looking for revenge, but only takes minor damage from that Werfer barrage. He's not having much success with that. Oh, the Brumbear came forwards looking for the finishing blow on the M1, but 152 and the fresh Jackson just knocking it out. Unexpected. And now, Pray for Jesus, he's lost a lot all of a sudden. So those Grenadiers, Brumbear, the Panzer IV in a short period of time. He's just about there for the Elephant. Just needs a little bit more manpower now. KT dropping some hardy in the middle. Where's that in? Oh, targeting the infantry support guns, I think. A bit of collateral damage. Didn't really hit too much on that occasion, but very, very close. Troops lob a grenade, but Pack pulls back in time. 152 getting a little bit more aggressive here now. Switching rounds. But the battle largely over the central VP at the moment. Both teams. Oh, there comes the Sherman. Two support guns in some trouble. Doesn't quite get them. King Target coming across. Oh, Sherman takes a big hit. Jackson returning fire though. Traveling now, bolstering his forces with the Panzer IV. Also upgrading that with the Panzer Commander. Into the center. Rifleman dodging that nicely. Comes another bombing run, but pretty well avoided by the Axis. Didn't take too much. And there is the Elephant. That will make life much more difficult for 6MB now with his 152. Not going to be ruling over the battlefield any longer. There we go. Immediately takes a huge hit. Recon plane up. Going to zone out the 152. He's still only got one squad available for repairs, and I suppose he can also use conscript repairs. I don't think I've seen him do so far, and he still hasn't got the 7-man upgrade for his conscripts. Jackson in the center doing some good damage against the KT. Right, straightening out on the VPs. Oh, Pioneer down in the middle. We do have a Zis out here, keeping the Elephant in check. Doing some good damage to it, in fact. Target advancing. Jackson is there, not quite in range, maybe. No, there he goes, connects. Switching over to the arm-piercing rounds. Jackson coming in, takes a big shot from the Elephant. Then pulling back, and I think that was squad down. That was a rifleman down there. Oh, I didn't even notice. Looks like the Calliope maybe took an Elephant shot as well. The main gun crit now will be slow to repair that. Since you can't jump out of that, doesn't have a vehicle crew. Nearly vet 2 on that Calliope though. That's when he gets a second cooldown bonus. So it's become a real beast. Probably didn't need to retreat that machine gun there, but alright. Okay, P4 coming forwards. Ooh, we're getting a bit of an ambush on the Sherman, had to pull back. Shock troops getting aggressive here, could find the pack. No, there's a machine gun back there, knocking them out. Oh, long range warfare actually got some good hits that time. Oh no, maybe only 3 kills. Bit too soon. Calliope targeting the machine gun, I think. A lot of units in the vicinity. The scatter is quite wide, so I'm getting a couple good hits. Oh, some fireworks there as the grain silo or whatever it is explodes. Second Jackson coming in for Noisekick now. But the Allies definitely struggling a lot more now that the Elephant's on the battlefield. And they are having a little bit of trouble with the AT gun play. Keeping things in line. Elephant pushing all the way forwards on the ISU 152. Just back at base at the moment. Maybe though, you know, we do always have the T-34 Ram into IL-2 bombing strike combo. It'll be pretty effective at knocking out the big boys. See if the Allies try and utilize that. Need a little bit more munitions for that. Machine gun. Decent. 3 kills. Bit 2 now on that though. Once again, shock troops trying to come down the same area, running into the same machine gun. Oh, and these US forces troops so clumped up. King Tide getting a good hit in. And Jackson's taking return fire from the Elephant. Allies just having so much trouble against that Elephant. Recon plane provides some long range sights. ISU 152 having to pull back. Just getting blasted by that Elephant, up to Vet 2 already on that. Ooh, squad wipe from the Calliope. 32 kills now. Elephant finishes off the T-34, no ramming action this time. This taking a few shots. Oh, got engine damage on the Elephant. The Jacksons are out. Oh, here comes Sherman coming around the side. One of the Jacksons actually died. I didn't notice that. Oh, P4 in some trouble now. Trying to steal away this pack. Jackson, can it find the Panzer IV? Can it get the kill? This is a shot on the King Tiger. He's trying to steal the pack away. I thought he'd maybe try to set it up. Try and kill the Panzer IV there. But for the sacrifice play. It wasn't the case. And all of the Axis tanks in a bit of trouble, low in health, but Allies unable to finish the job. I see you all the way back at the base getting repaired now. Some artillery in the centre from the King Tiger. Captain really want to get the cap off, but unable to. The double Panzer Fusiliers, too scary. In. Long range, targeting the repair area. So we took maybe down some repair pios, doing a little bit of damage. No kills though. And the Elephant got a return shot off. Elephant coming all the way forwards here, getting really aggressive as this is there though. So it's 152 on high explosive, however. Those groups going forwards, maybe going to get the engine damage in here. Yep. So bounces there. T-34 coming in for 6 MB. Target back, lording over the centre. Going after the Zis, it looks like. No dodge at all, and maybe targeting the machine gun more than the Zis. Somewhat luckily. Elephant still on high explosive, bouncing those shots on the Elephant, and in comes a Flak Panzer, getting a bit of a flank on the Zis. Gonna get the decro on it here. Still on high explosive, but connects with the rear armor, gets some good damage, and Jackson coming across, but the Elephant is there. Main gun crit on the Flak Panzer. Oh, 152 grazing damage, but the AT grenade finishing the job. But back the other way, the Elephant finishing off the Jackson. Bad trade there for the Allies. No AT grenade available. Oh, bombing run back there on the King Tiger, but it got dodged. But yeah, and 6MB really had a super long time to switch over to the AP ammo. I just never did it. And Jackson, not a good trade for the Flak Panzer, so the Allies just falling further and further behind. Clipey ready to rumble again. Another flare up. I think that is just such a big difference maker, you know, at the moment. Pretty much every, you know, Axis team is just like a very common composition. So much things providing sight. The Fusiliers with the extended sight. The recon plane from the smoke bombs. Panzer Commander providing sight. And then back the other way, spotting scopes and recon plane. Such an enormous sight advantage in all of these team games for the Axis. Most of the allied commanders with those kind of abilities don't get picked too often. We do have the option of major recon though from Noisekick. He could use it, he's got 700 munitions. And spot line up. Ooh! There's Calliope barrages. Even from like your forward retreat position, you know, you can still just call it in. Which will do a full pass regardless of where you call it in from. Once again, Elephant forcing back. And the double heavies running straight down the middle. ISU once again on high explosive, not contributing any damage. T-34 trying to come in on the flank, but not quite fast enough. The AT gun didn't dodge at all, just got hit straight up by the artillery from the King Tiger. Just here, super aggressive, running all the way down the middle. 152 has to pull all the way back to base to avoid getting killed. And now we've got a Panther in support of the Elephant, so no easy flanks on it anymore. T-34's days are numbered. And that's it, the Allies throw in the towel. Well, it was a pretty even fight up until the double heavies arrived, the King Tiger Elephant combo, and then the Allies just had no answer for it. Overall, I was very unimpressed with 6MB's play, just no T-70, bleeding like crazy. You can take a look at the KD, especially in the early game. Slowed down his progress towards proper tanks. No dodging ability as well, just constantly getting hit without even attempting a dodge by the Werfers, and bad control of the 152 juggling between the high explosive and armor piercing rounds. So yeah, not very impressed by him, and ultimately the Allies unable to hold on. Noisekick played it pretty well, I think, you know, just typical US Forces stuff, you know, just end up losing a vehicle here and there, unable to finish the Axis heavies off, ultimately getting ground out, getting a few wipes from the King Tiger and whatnot. GG. Pretty good Calliope play, but yeah, would like to see some more major recon passes from him as well. Also, you maybe could consider upgrading grenades, especially with this commander with so many squads with grenades available. Well, you know, he did have 3 riflemen at one stage. And both the officers, and so much munitions, because he also didn't use cover to cover at all. Maybe could have done that to cover caps in the center, or maybe to assist his teammate as he continually tried to push down this flank, running into those machine guns again and again. A bit of smoke on that would have been quite helpful, but you know, that's kind of what happens sometimes in those random team matches. The coordination not quite there between the two players. I'll wrap on that, guys. If you'd like your game to be cast by me, details are in the video description below. Otherwise, I'll catch you all for the next throwing installment. Goodbye, and good luck.